The reason I became a CTE teacher is because I like teaching my craft, and I want to promote my mechanical abilities to the younger generation, generations to come. And I think it's important for students to have hands-on learning, and a CTE program gives them that, and I wanted to be part of that.
Career and technical education programs, also known as CTE programs, provide academic and technical instruction in the content areas of agriculture, business and marketing, computer science, family and consumer sciences, health sciences, trade and technical education, and technology education. Most CTE teachers work in middle schools, high schools, and post-secondary institutions such as two-year colleges. Others work in technical, trade, and business schools.
I come from a long family of teachers, and I felt that even when I was in the industry working, I was teaching. I ran crews, I was a supervisor, so I felt that I was teaching.
I actually became a CTE teacher because I was on the advisory council board for the previous culinary arts teacher, who actually was my high school culinary arts teacher. And when he was getting ready to retire, he called me at my place of employment and said, "Hey, listen, you and I have met together for many years, and I think you would be a perfect fit. Are you interested?" My industry skills, I use them every day. Every single day in the classroom. So whether that's knife skills, safety and sanitation, communication skills, how to operate the equipment, different cooking techniques, I use them daily.
I did not know that I wanted to be a teacher for a while. I graduated undergrad with my degree in livestock science and management, and then I worked a bunch of weird random jobs. I worked for a chocolate factory. I worked on a goat farm in New Mexico. But all of those jobs had aspects of education and teaching within them. Having all of these outside experiences have helped me be a better ag teacher because I'm able to relate things directly to real world examples. And I think that brings a level of validity to it, that it's not just in the theoretical, that these things are really happening. And I think that that's something that students really like to see.
I would highly recommend coming in as a CTE teacher because it's a great way to share the experiences, share what you've learned in the field. That was one of the things that made me most excited, was sharing the information and the stuff that I had done and explaining, well, here is the situation we have here in the real world, taking that hands-on experience in the field and giving it to the students and watching their eyes light up.
The most rewarding aspects of teaching are watching students go from really knowing nothing to being really proficient or mastering a thing. And an example of this is the first project that we do is we build a set of sawhorses, and the point of that project is to give them an in-depth practice and use of the circular saw so that by the time that project is done, every single person should be equally good at using the circular saw. And this year, the number of people that, as I was giving the test, I was like, "Oh yeah, you've done this before, right?" And they're like, "No, I didn't actually even know what a circular saw was before." And so having that moment of realization of, oh, I literally taught you every single thing that you know about this, and you did it to a point that I truly believed that you had years of experience. Like, that is such a humbling feeling, honestly.
The big perk that I see with teaching CTE is that you have real practical things that kids are coming in to do. It's no longer theoretical. It's things you can point to and say, look, you see this in your community. This is what people are doing with this skill that you're learning right now. So there's an immediacy to the results that you get that you normally don't see if you're just in academia.
I try to stay focused on, what is acceptable and what are they going to have to do if they go into the field. So when I teach, I'm always trying to come from the perspective of the employer and the supervisor, and what are they looking for and what is acceptable in the real world of work. As a CTE teacher, I don't think I can afford to look at them as children, but rather young adults or young professionals, because that's my job, is to prepare them for that world of work, whatever field they go into.
CTE high school students are college and career ready. 96% graduate high school, and most enroll directly in college. CTE high school students have the opportunity to earn industry certifications and licenses, post-secondary certificates, associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, and more.
You are working with kids at a very pivotal moment in their lives. And so I get that opportunity to have a voice in that. I have a chance to see how they're sort of making decisions that are going to affect them when they leave school.
A typical teaching day for an agriculture teacher is not so typical, I would say. The day is different every day, every year is different, every student is different every year, which is what makes the job so amazing. And just seeing students' success stories year to year is what makes me want to keep doing it every day.
Your typical CTE classroom is not like a general education room. It's different in every way. We're outside, we're doing things in the classroom, whether it's cutting flowers, making arrangements, testing water quality on fish tanks. It's not something that you could find in your everyday classroom. And I knew that was special for me to go down that route.
I have a better work-life balance now than I did before. I was at the salon all day, all night. I was kind of a workaholic. And now that I'm here, it's really nice that I can take all of that and show the kids how you can be successful in the trade. But I definitely have a healthier relationship, and I'm more excited to come to work now than I was in the salon.
My work-life balance is incredible. I mean, does my day end when my school day ends? No. You know, there's always things that you're doing. You're grading papers, or, you know, you're thinking about tomorrow's lesson. Or when you're a young teacher, it's a little bit more difficult because you're still developing lesson plans, you're still developing PowerPoints, but you saved them PowerPoints, you saved those lessons, and the next year, they're there for you. And then the next year after that, they're there for you again. And then you start tweaking them, and you start honing them into you. You're not just giving information. That PowerPoint is really becoming an extension of you at that point. I mean, any new career that you jump into is intimidating. But soon enough, the support systems that you have that are available to you, the fellow teachers, the friendships you develop with those teachers, good administrators, ones that are patient with you and want to help you, they'll help you get through that.
If you have a passion for your industry, if you like to tell people about your industry and like to teach people about your industry, if you have patience and you want to explain what you do and you want people to understand, CTE might be for you. It is a unique ability for you to take a passion of your own and talk to other people and teach other people about it.
Teach what you love. Teach CTE.